I came up with the idea of doing a revenge movie with Uma, and it'd be a cool exploitation kind of thing, and she'd play an assassin, but not just an assassin, one of the deadliest women in the world. And she's been screwed over by the deadly vipers.
What seemed like the beginning of the movie to me is we were out with people from Pulp Fiction one night 10 years ago.
And I go, Uma, I've got the next movie for us. All right, so I just tell her, and it's called Kill Bill.
And he was telling me about genre cinema with all the great power and enthusiasm and detail that this cinephile mind can produce, which is pretty extraordinary. And I started talking about this character I wanted to play and this name I wanted to call the character. And
for the next couple of weeks, we just proceeded to keep talking about Kill Bill in between takes and everything, sitting around talking about it, musing about it.
We kept going back and forth and spun this idea together of this assassin who tries to leave the business and get married. And
one of the things she was like, Quentin, what if the first time we see the bride, okay, she's beaten up, blood all over her face, but when we see her, she's wearing a bridal gown. All right, and that was when the bride was born.
Then he went his way and did Jackie Brown and started writing his war epic, and I did all whatever I did for 7 years. And about 3.5 years ago, I ran into him, and I've been out of touch with him. And
it was just so cool to see her. So it made me go into my drawer that I had those handwritten pages of Kill Bill again. So I yanked them out and read them and go, this is some funny shit, all right? This would be really good. So I put the war film aside, and then we would start the process of making the movie, and she got pregnant. I kind of just almost had to just consider recasting her for a week just so everyone else would think I wasn't crazy. I could never make a movie with anybody else. So here we are.
Quentin couldn't have written me a more challenging, sort of difficult part, because, I mean, she's sort of an enigma.
Just because I have no wish to murder you before the eyes of your daughter does not mean that parading her around in front of me is gonna inspire sympathy.
She's hard-bitten, she's heartbroken. She's sort of somewhat a lean, mean killing machine.
Uma's Superwoman. You know, on top of all the, basic movements. She had to master Japanese swords and, a little bit of wire and Japanese language, and she worked night and day.